Bob Harte is an American reality television star most popular for his appearance in the reality television series The Last Alaskans. Sadly, Bob left the world in 2017. If you are one of the fans of The Last Alaskans, then Bob Harte won't be a new name for you. However, if you don't know much about the reality television star Bob Harte, this video will help you know more about his personal and professional life. But before we start, please subscribe to our channel and make sure you ring the bell. Moran Bob Harte. The son of Vernon Harte and Eleanor Harte, Bob Harte was born on 23 January 1951 in Jersey City, New Jersey. He grew up alongside with his three brothers. Since childhood, he developed a strong interest in fishing, hunting, trapping, and playing basketball with his brothers. His grandfather taught him to be independent and his construction skills. Bob left his college degree to follow his passion for fishing, trapping, and hunting at 21. He left his hometown and moved to Alaska to live his life in the wilderness. Career overview. Talking about the professional career journey of Bob Harte, he rose to stardom with his appearance in The Last Alaskans. The Last Alaskans is an American reality television series about families living in the Arctic National Wildlife Refuge in Alaska. Bob went to Alaska to fulfill his passion for living his own kind of life in the wilderness. Reality television star had read about Alaska in books which attracted him even more. His imagination matched his vision while moving to Alaska and decided to live there. Afterwards, he lived independently in Arctic National Wildlife Refuge, just like his grandfather taught him until the end. In 1990, he took part in the Russian-American Trapper Exchange program in Russia. He became the first American to participate in the Trapper Exchange program and build a bond between the two nations. Initially, Bob lived near Wrangell, but later moved to Fort Yukon. Later on, he shifted to an abandoned trapline in the Brooks Range and lived there until the end. Simultaneously, he earned a name for himself and made many lifelong friends. Relationship status, wife and daughter. The last Alaskan star was already married before moving in the Arctic National Wildlife Refuge in Alaska. His wife joined him in Alaska after a couple of years. He married Nancy and welcomed a beautiful daughter, Talicia Harte. However, Bob hasn't revealed much information regarding his personal life to the tabloids. Furthermore, their married relationship couldn't last for long and they eventually divorced. Although they got divorced, his wife always had a soft spot in her heart for Bob. She was also present at the night when Bob was enjoying the last celebration of his life. Even though Bob was apart from his family, his love for his family never decreased. He loved them until the end of his life. Bob shared a close relationship with his daughter and always cherished her until the end of his life. His love for his daughter is seen in the reality television series The Last Alaskans. Moreover, he was also there for when she had an accident in 2006 which disabled her. Additionally, Bob became a grandfather after his daughter gave birth to Carmela. He was trying to make a building for his daughter and granddaughter so that they can live peacefully. Beside his biological daughter, Talicia Harte, Bob has two more children. He has a foster son named Steve and stepson Trevor. All of them alongside their dog team had visited Bob in ANWR. How much is Bob Harte's net worth? American reality television star Bob Harte built a successful career living in the Arctic Wildlife Refuge in Alaska. However, Bob hasn't revealed his actual earnings and net worth to the tabloids. He's one of the few people who had purchased a plane living in ANWR in Alaska. On the other hand, some sources have claimed that Bob Harte accumulated an estimated net worth of $600,000. He earned such a decent fortune from his appearance in the reality television series The Last Alaskans. Death of reality television star Bob Harte. Most of Bob's friends and family always made a joke about him having 9 lives. Bob faced lots of accidents in his life but came out alive. He came out alive from a plane crash, accidentally shot himself, fell from the wall of his cabin, motorcycle crash, and many more. Thus his friends and family always thought he would eventually end his life in an accident, but God had planned something different for him. Instead of an accident, Bob died peacefully in his sleep on 22nd July 2017. Moreover, Bob was fighting a lifelong battle with cancer. He didn't appear in the second season of The Last Alaskans in 2016, as he had gone to treat cancer. Somehow he appeared in the series in 2017, but couldn't maintain his consistent presence. Discovery Network revealed that his cancer journey and death would be featured in the next season of The Last Alaskan. In the 21st July 2017, Bob had his time of his life celebrating his loved friends and his family. He sat around the fire drinking beer and telling stories with his longtime friends. On 29 July 2017, a memorable service was held for Bob Harte at the Chena village of Tall Spruce Road.
Thank you for watching. Give a thumbs up to this video and don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Also, hit the notification bell to never miss an update.